Giving you a moment to self-assess. And then once you have your ratings for these, choose one behavior that you'll intentionally look at. You'll play with it, you'll amp it up, you'll do more of it, look for opportunities to engage in it. And I'm going to suggest you pick the item you rated the highest, right? One of your strengths, if you will. And why am I suggesting you picked the one you rated the highest? Because wouldn't we want to focus on the one that we're not doing enough of, or we're doing the least? Well, this actually brings us back to pillar number one, the courage to be authentically you and leverage your strengths, right? Immediately when we focus on using our strengths, our productivity goes up 7.8%. When you get a whole team strongly agreeing that they get to use their strengths every day, the team is 38% more productive. And their customers, whether internal or external, are 44% more likely to give high satisfaction scores, comments. So I'm asking us to do something which is sometimes counterintuitive. Us humans want to go to, where are we weakest? We want to fix it. What vulnerability, strength, behavior will you amp up? And what ideas do you have for doing so? Now, so I'm not saying you got to run around and make a bunch of mistakes so that you can admit to them, right? But you could be putting yourself in uncomfortable, new situations that have uncertainty for you, where you might be more prone to make a mistake, right? And how will you handle that in a vulnerable and powerful way? So let me stop talking. Let's hear from a couple of you. What vulnerability behavior will you play with?
Everybody's vulnerable, Amy. They can't answer.
This is where I show my comfort with the silence.
Yes. Amy, I'm happy to help out and just kick it off. But I think for me, the area is admitting mistakes. I actually think I'm pretty good at that. It was the highest score I gave. And even some big time public ones. You know, recently, some of the partners on this call know I really screwed the pooch on a couple things, and it was public, and I just had to own it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but there's been some recent thing about in the growth and learning phase that I've been challenging myself, and that vulnerability about going back to my partners and saying, hey, you know, I'm actually seeing this. What do you see? So it might be very, you know, I'm good at the specific mistakes, but it's more around growth in specific areas and how I'm showing up and, you know, what's there for me to learn or hear.
Ah, okay. Inviting in those other perspectives, allowing that to shift how you might approach something.
Right.
Yeah, really nice.
This is Betsy. I do think this was kind of a mindset shift when you said to focus on the one that was not the weakest, because actually I feel like being an introvert and being however I am as myself over the years, I've gotten many, many themes of feedback over the years about how I should share more personal stories and I should trust more people to lead, like all the different kinds of things. So I immediately went to those and was like, okay, I should really fix this about myself right now. So it was nice when you said, you know, to focus on the one that was actually the strength. And for that, I think asking others to contribute. I'm pretty good when I'm like, okay, this is the thing that I need someone else to do, and having them contribute.
Nice. Nice. Yay. Amp that up. No fixing.